welcome to my kitchen. I'm very excited about today's recipes because they come from this book that was written by all of the women in my family. We all contributed. It is very exciting. We have a foundation. We support the less fortunate in Mexico. We support 2 villages, and we do it through our cooking. So we all contributed recipes to this cookbook. 100% of the proceeds go to support these villages, and it's Middle Eastern appetizers that I think you will love. So stay tuned and let's get started. The 4 recipes that we're doing today, the 4 Middle Eastern appetizers, will be an eggplant babaganoush, a garbanzo tahini. We will do a cucumber with yogurt and mint sauce, and we will do a tabbouleh. So in order for me to be able to offer all those recipes for you, we'll start with the one that takes the longest, and that is the eggplant babaganoush. Our first step is to take the eggplants, or as they're called in France, aubergine. Now the important thing about the eggplant is you want to make sure you get an eggplant that is smooth in texture, firm, and feels heavy, and that has no bruises or blemishes on the skin. The color is nice and bright. The green as well is nice and bright. So we're just taking the eggplant, I'm going to actually take 2 eggplants and put them on a pan. Now, we call these in Spanish comal. It's just a flat surface where we're going to roast the eggplants, and they will take about 40 minutes. So while they're roasting, I will occasionally move them around. We want to make sure the skin is nice and black, charcoaled, so it has a really delicious smoky taste inside. Let's start with the cucumber salad. One cool thing that I learned when I was a girl helping my mom out in the kitchen is you take the ends of the cucumber and you rub each side a little bit. That will prevent the cucumber from tasting bitter. We're going to peel the cucumbers. Some of you may not want the cucumber peeled, but I personally like it peeled. Let's get rid of this. Now, one really cool thing that I learned that actually helps you to not feel that heavy feeling in your body, in your belly, is to get rid of the seeds. You don't want these. Just get rid of those. And this. I'm going to chop the cucumbers for our salad in pretty much small pieces, actually. Very small pieces. So maybe we cut them lengthwise first. Get some nice long strands of cucumber. Get them all together. I'm going to transfer this into a bowl and add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to add some chopped garlic. I've already chopped it ahead of time. I'm going to add about maybe 1 or 2 cloves, but that depends on you. Now I know sometimes you may worry about the scent in your mouth from the garlic, but I have good news for you, because this recipe will actually help you not have that bad smell from the garlic. We use mint, and mint is a great breath freshener. So I already have my mint chopped up. I'm going to add my mint, and my last ingredient is yogurt. You can use cow milk yogurt, you can use goat milk yogurt, that's really up to you. So I add the yogurt. I'm going to add some salt to taste, and then we just mix it all together. cucumber yogurt salad is ready. It's in the refrigerator. I'm going to turn my eggplants again, one more time. And I will start with the tahini. For that I need my blender, the garbanzo beans. Now I think I need to add a little bit of hot water. Just so that I can actually blend it, because I got rid of all the juice. I took the garbanzos from the can and rinsed them, so I wanted to add a little bit of juice. Let's add some salt. Make sure you taste your garbanzos, how they come out from the can. If they're salty enough, you don't need to add extra salt. But mine in particular, I do need to add a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna blend this. I'll add the tahini sauce. It's just sesame seeds. That's all it is. Sesame seed oil paste called tahini. And I will add a clove of garlic. You can add 2. I'm only putting 1 in. Blend that. I will add the lime juice, but I always add that at the very end because for some reason the lime gives it a thicker consistency. So you want to make sure to add the lime at the very end. Otherwise it will be too thick in the blender and you'll find yourself adding water and water and it will dilute the taste. So wait till the very end. I have the lime juice already squeezed. Now lime, it really depends how much you want to, how tangy you want it. It's really a palate preference, how much lime you add. So it's all trial and error. Taste it, see, you may need a little bit more. Now we transfer it to a small serving platter. So good. You can add some olive oil to the top. Just drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Now for the tahini, this will go in the refrigerator as well while we are preparing the rest of the recipes. But what we're going to do is toast some pita bread. So take some pita bread, this one's whole wheat, but you can also buy the white kind, it's okay. We're gonna cut it into pieces, and I personally like smaller pieces, so this way your guests don't have to double dip. If you give them a big piece, you run that risk. So now remember, these are appetizers, so you want to make it easy for your guests to be able to just taste and enjoy all the different things that you're making. I have my pita bread cut up and now I'm going to put it in the oven so it gets nice and toasted. The oven is telling me it's ready. Perfect timing. I will check on it periodically and maybe flip it over. We'll see how it does. For now, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Okay, we're halfway there with our recipes. And these guys are almost done. Start with the tabbouleh. For tabbouleh, we need parsley. I'm going to chop my parsley very fine. It has to be very, very, very small. So just make sure that you keep your fingers out of the way. I'm chopping parsley. Parsley is rich in antioxidants. Parsley is also an anti-inflammatory agent within the body. It helps us with our immune system. It's rich in vitamin C and vitamin A that helps strengthen the body's immune system. It also helps to give you a healthy heart, prevent cardiovascular diseases. It's also rich in vitamin K. And it's also a great breath freshener. It eliminates strong mouth odors. This is good. Okay, while you're chopping the parsley, you're also getting a workout. Now we're going to transfer it to a bowl and start adding all of our ingredients. We'll use this type of bowl for now, and once all the ingredients are mixed in, we can use a prettier bowl to serve our guests. I'm going to cut my tomatoes, but one way that I love to do it is get them in quarters first, and I get rid of the seeds. The reason for that is so it's not too watery in my tabbouleh. You want to get rid of the seeds, so the juice actually comes from the lemon and the olive oil, not from all the juice in the tomatoes. So do another one and then start chopping the tomatoes. We're going to dice our tomatoes. Nice and small. We'll add the tomatoes to our bowl. See how nice and fine they are chopped? Remember, you want to let your guests know that you took your time in the kitchen, that they are important to you, that they are your guests of honor. So every moment that you invest in the kitchen actually pays off. They will appreciate it very much. I'm going to add the quinoa. Now, the reason why I chose quinoa and not the traditional ingredient that is used in tabbouleh, which is cracked wheat, is because quinoa is very rich in protein. 1 cup of quinoa has 9 grams of protein and all 8 amino acids, so it's a complete protein, very good for you, and the taste is very similar. I think you will enjoy substituting the cracked wheat with the quinoa. Add the olive oil. I'll add the lemon juice. Now remember, you can always add more. Don't add a lot all at once until you've tasted it. I'll add the salt and mix everything together. This is such a healthy recipe. Beautiful colors, so nutritious, so healthy. So this is ready to go to the fridge while we do our last dish, which is the baba ganoush. Okay, my eggplants are ready. Take them off the stove. Now I am going to peel them, so I need to wait a little bit so they cool off. This is exactly how they have to look. The skin comes off so easily because it's so smoked, and inside you have the delicious flesh of the eggplant. So I'll let it cool for a little bit before we peel it. That little beeper going off is my bread. That it is telling me that it is ready. Nice and toasted, beautiful color. Turn off my oven. We're going to use this to accompany the tahinis, the babaganoush, basically our whole recipe. So we let the eggplant cool a bit, so now it's ready to be peeled. And see how easy the skin just comes off? Very, very easy. You don't have to do a lot of work. Just make sure you get all the skin off. is ready, we can put it in the blender. You don't want to blend it too much. Actually, some people just even mash it with a fork. I'm going to put it in the blender, personally. And add a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit, like a clove. I have some leftover from the other recipe, so I just use that. I can touch this now with my hands because it's nice and cool. Get this out of the way. And blend this just a little bit. You still want it to have a nice coarse texture. You don't want it a smooth, you don't want a smooth texture like the other tahini that we made. That's it. Transfer it to a bowl. Add the tahini paste. And I'm going to add some salt. And the last thing we're going to add is a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice. Remember, not too much. I'm going to taste it. See, needs a little bit more lime or lemon juice. Okay, so the baba ganoush is ready. Everything else is in the refrigerator. I'm going to bring it out and we're going to sample it. Now I'm going to assemble a nice, delicious appetizer plate. I'll get some baba ganoush. Some of the Garbanzo Tahini with the olive oil on top. I'll get some of the cucumber and yogurt and mint salad. And now the tabbouleh, the way it is traditionally enjoyed is on a lettuce sleeve. So I'll scoop some into the sleeve. I'll add a little bit of green onion at the very top of the tabbouleh. I'll take some of my pita bread. Now this appetizer plate, you can actually serve it before a meal, before a full course meal, or you can actually take it outside and enjoy by the pool just as appetizers and in your cabana or by the pool enjoying a beautiful afternoon. And I think you will love all the flavors that combine very well together. Let's taste it. Let's taste the baba ganoush first. So good. My grandmother would be proud. My cousins would be proud. Because remember, I am dedicating this show to them for the cookbook that we all put together. Now I'm going to take a bite of the tabbouleh. Delicious and refreshing. I think the only thing left to do is a little dance.